Okay. Do you all see the orange mango here? This is Bucky Barnes. Got this guy last year in September. He's a year old. We bought him. And the reason why I'm making this recording with him, my second recording, is because, well, when I start recording gaming videos or vlogs, you will hear him in the background. I just want to let you know what kind of bird you're listening to. Just for future reference. This is a sun conure. He is over a year old. He's male, because we just got him tested. And he has a very fiery temper. And you can see, birds love it when you rub them in the cheeks. See? Now, there, and it goes to my father. See? So he flies. We haven't clipped his wings because we feel like that would be a bit barbaric. And he has really sharp claws. Like seriously, he's punctured my fingers with this. Sun conures can hit a really high decibel count, so he's very loud if you don't give him the amount of attention he needs. Like all parrots, they need like 8 hours of attention at most. Bare minimum is around 4 hours. Taking care of him while he's agitated is a bit of a hassle. He can bite into almonds, cashew nuts, which is not much. Walnuts. We actually have a walnut. He's cracked through it. I can't believe it either. And for a baby, he is very he's very energetic, like you'd normally think. He has a sleeping pattern from around 6 p.m. all the way up to 7:30, 7:30ish, 8ish. He loves almonds. He eats all kinds of fruits. He's a very feisty fellow. Bucky! You can't see it right now, but he's currently sitting on the TV. And he pooped. Hope you saw that. Bucky! Okay, so this is Bucky in his giant cage. We have one more in the guest bedroom that isn't as big as this, but we use it. We usually use it for an extra cage in case we get another bird, but that may not seem as likely. So as you can see, parrots require a lot of toys to stay occupied and, well, to dull their beak. As you can see, some of these are pretty worn out, and we got these last month. We had a tiny hangman here. You see this rope? He completely cut it off and took the head with them. Got a little stainless steel water bottle where we can give him his water, but he has a hard time actually getting water from it, so sometimes we just stick our finger in, do this, and then we just give it to him. He has 2 food bowls and 1 fruit bowl right there, which allows him to eat anything of his choice, so he's a very spoiled bird. We give him fruits ranging from apples, bananas, mangoes, pineapple, cucumbers now, to green chilies. Green chilies are his favorite type of fruit. He also loves eating apple, which was the first thing we introduced him to. He also likes eating carrots, but not as much. Of the seed variety, we give him some sort of dried fruit like pellets. So he eats that sometimes too. But mainly he has seeds. He hates melon seeds, but really likes eating sunflower seeds. And the longer you talk, the more he'll try and copy you. Sun conures can't speak from 1 or 2 syllables at a time. They can't speak many words either. And as you can see, he's very fluffed up. Sometimes when he's really happy, he kind of looks like a little potato. It's really cute. He bites really hard though. I advise that if you have very sensitive skin, be very careful. See? Look at that. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. Who's a good cutie? Who's a good birdie? Who's a good bird? Who's a good bird? Who's a good bird? You're a good bird. I'd let him out, but honestly, I don't want to make. I want him to stay here while we're shooting. So we have a blue light here, and in case we need him awake for something. We have a little swing for him to play with. We have this little ladder here, a little dog toy here. And this thing, I have no idea what it is. Well, and that's it. We have a little ladder here, like some steps for him, makeshift steps, a ball, swing. Again, mostly dog toys. And this little bugger stays outside in our garden from, I'd say, 8 to 1 o'clock. A bit of a long time for someone to be by himself, but we have a lot of local birds, sparrows, pigeons, crows. They manage to perch on our side, on our floor. We live up on the 12th floor, so that's a bit high up. He's also greeted by miners too, who only come here for the seeds we have. We have this little bird feeder near our garden so that they can eat. We have like 4 to 6 miners showing up every day when it's refilled, and when it's empty, only 1 or 2 show up so they can eat their leftovers. A very happy birdie. See? So when I come back from work, I take him in, bring him in, I take care of him, and while I'm doing that, I watch a little bit of TV with him so that I can tolerate his bites, because sometimes when he bites me, it punctures his skin and he tends to cut me. He firmly attacks strangers and bites them really hard, so if you're not used to bird bites, be very careful when you're around conures and their family. They do not treat strangers well, and they will hurt you badly. But if you ever own one, when they're chicklets, they will really love you. Like this fellow is with our family. My father was gone for 2 weeks. Ow, ow, ow. Dummy. I'm trying to put you in a good light. 2 weeks away. My father, this guy did not recognize my father. 2 days later with him, he remembers and does not let him go anywhere unless he's on his shoulder. He likes taking baths by himself. He doesn't like getting sprayed. We live in a compound where we're not allowed to have pets, but last year we as the people and not the community of the board, we agreed that we can have pets as long as they do not cause a bit of a ruckus. So a friend of ours bought this beautiful black Cocker Spaniel, and she's been keeping it in her house ever since. And afterwards, other families started getting pets. This family, our neighbors, got a sun conure, and they were the ones who actually helped us pick out the sun conure after we bought a cockatiel. My father had bought him without my mother's consent for 1,000 rupees. So a bit of a steal, honestly. And this cockatiel was wild, and after meeting with said neighbor who told us about who actually owns this bird, and we asked what this bird was like, it led to a series of events that led us to this little ray of sunshine here. Say hi, Bucky. Say hi, Bucky. Parrots do not like it when they're around people who they're unfamiliar with. Because of this, we always have to keep him in a cage or a secluded area so he doesn't attack other family members or our cleaning lady or our friends. We live in an apartment, so that's a big win for us, being allowed to have a bird or something. And, well, the little blighter, if you leave him alone for too long, he sounds like a living alarm clock, but with no snooze button. Bucky! Okay, I'm putting an almond in the palm of my hand and I'm leaving it out in the open. I'm resting my hand on the table. Hopefully he'll see it and then fly to it. Fun fact about my family is that we have a lot of gardens, despite the fact that... There he is. Parker. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, get another one. That's our bird. Now, I'm going to share this story as to how we got him. Now, when we were looking up sun conures as a viable pet, we did not think it all the way through. So our mom, who foresaw this, had my brother as the buffer, the neutral vote, come with us when we're picking out the birds at this little place where this lady raises birds. She buys exotic ones, she raises them, even chicklets, and she trains wild birds, or actually have them in a secluded area so that they don't attack. Well, when we went out to buy this guy when he was just a chick, as you just saw, my brother completely melted and turned into Hyde from Friends. You know, that episode where Hyde had his entire room remade to look like a girl's room, and he completely mellowed out, completely. Yeah, that episode. And he became exactly like what you'd see Hyde act. He was of no use at all. The second he saw the sun conures, he was melting. But the thing that broke him was when we went into this little, this giant cage. This area where you can actually walk around and with all the other birds, feeding them, have them sit on your shoulders, on your hands and everything, and have even on your head. And you feed them seeds, or you hold on to them. All sorts of parrots, cockatoos, rainbow parrots, I know, but those were chicks, so it was okay. But always small parrots like cockatoos, cockatiels, and conures, like you saw. There's one that actually looks like a pineapple-headed conure, a lot smaller than that, what you saw, and not as loud. When we bought Bucky, we weren't aware of how loud he was going to be as the time progressed. So yeah, he's pretty loud. Like, if he's right in your ear, they will start ringing. Well, since my father and I mainly take care of him, my brother is completely useless. We go at 7:30 in the morning. We open up his cage, we put him on a stand so we can use the bathroom. Fun fact, when birds go to bed at night, they hold in their fecal matter, and in the morning they just drop it. But if they're trained right, they can go to the bathroom, or our actual bathroom. Or they can go to the stand where there's a newspaper on the flat side, on the floor, or napkins. So that he can use the bathroom. So a lot of the times he tends to miss, because, well, it's hard for him to actually shoot it all out. So after we have him use the bathroom, we take care of him for about an hour and a half, an hour minimum. Then when we put him back in this cage, we refill his food, we refill his water sometimes, because we use one of those stainless steel bottles. So I guess that's it. Bye.